I was so tired when we got, like, just physically tired when we got done with Stargate. I really couldn't see myself doing another series, and I've been quite fortunate that I've been on a good string of movies. But I don't know. It's when I read the script, it's written by Mike Diza, who wrote and directed Dead Space Aftermath. He directed Dante's Inferno. He doesn't want me to say this, but he directed Hoodwink too. But just one of the most brilliant guys I've ever been around. And so he brought me this script that he kind of just written for himself. And he thought, well, he was thinking about doing it animated. And I said, well, why would he do this animated? This is like the greatest pilot I've ever read. And he said, well, I wrote it a few years ago. And I said, well, now visually, you can actually do all this stuff now. So I brought it to my partner, who is Bill McDonald, who created Rome. And he and Bill has just a different set of sensibilities on things, real history buff. And he's really not that big of a sci-fi fan. And he read it and said, this is one of the greatest things I've ever read. And so then we went and met with Roddenberry Entertainment, and he said, this is like another Star Trek. So we did a deal with them, and we're off and running.
Nice.
So yeah,
Very good.
And there's a character. I'm so tempted to play the alien, but I'm not going to. It's he's written so well. He's so funny, and I so want to play him, but I'm not. I don't think, as of yet.
Maybe you can put your crust in.
Well, I'm producing it also.
There you go.
Hello.
Well, no, it would just seem weird to come back and play because I'm playing kind of the O'Neill role, if you will, and it's just. I don't know. This character just seems so much fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it really is. It's going to blow people away. It's great.
So when production's going to start when you get home and everything like that?
Well, we're already in prep.
Okay.
So we're just what we would really like to do is keep it in LA, and because so much of entertainment has left LA and shoots other places, which is all great, but there's so many people at home not working, and it would be nice to especially do like a big sci-fi show in LA, because there hasn't been one there in so long.
Yeah.
And we've all had to, like, Mike is over in China right now finishing a movie. And, Bill had to be in Europe for years for Rome. I was in Vancouver for years with Stargate. And I think all of us really want to be home for this one, so.
Stay home for a while.
Yeah.
Now you've done film, you've done TV, you've written 4 episodes of Stargate, and you've also done voice acting.
Yes.
What's your favourite? Is there a favourite?
I enjoy them all. For me, though, I think the most nerve-wracking one, which is, it's the easiest, but it's the most nerve-wracking for me because I don't think I'm very good at it, is voiceovers.
In pajamas.
I know but I get more stressed about going to do a voiceover gig than I do for I don't know why. I think because there's so many great, not to say that there aren't great TV and film actors, but voice acting is just something I haven't mastered, and I still don't kind of understand it, the beast that well, and so I'm fortunate that I get to do a lot of my recording on my own because they will work around my filming schedules. But when I'm in a room with these voice actors and all the stuff they can do with their voices, it's really it really is. It really is.
Like Mario.
Yeah.
It's really quite funny.
But it must be fun anyway.
It is. But the best and worst place to be is the best place to be is in a room with a bunch of voice actors recording an episode of something, and the worst place to be is in a room with a bunch of voice actors recording something, because it's like, it's like watching jousting, It's
So it seems very competitive, really.
yeah.
Fan experiences. Any really weird ones come to mind?
Oh, lots of them.
Want to share one?
Well,
Like a PG.
well, this one is actually documented. Was when I found out what furries were, because I never thought anything of it. I was just like, oh, it's kind of weird, but it's cool. People walk around in these costumes, and then when I was told what they do, I was like, what? What? It just ruined me. I just every time I see them, I just bust up laughing. I don't know.
I was going to say, every time you see one now, you're laughing.
The rest are kind of more not so PG.
We're on after. We're on light, so you we're in the adult time slot.
Well, there's when we do our stage stuff, there's a Q&A, and you're basically fan can ask whatever they want. This woman in a room full of people just straight up asked me how big I was. And I was like, So I first thought, there's kind of I was like, you mean like how tall? She's like, nope. How big are my arms? Nope. And I was like, and the whole place just, and so I thought that would be the end of the joke. And she just kept standing there. And then she goes, well.
Wow.
So
yeah, there's been several like that.
Although it's actually quite funny, the fact that the first line you say is just like, how big are you? And, Sarah and I start laughing because we know automatically what it is. And it's just like, arms?
We would never ask.
No, absolutely. We're class.
Yeah.
I don't know how someone could ask something like that.
Right.
I couldn't ask someone that.
I'm blessed. I'm gifted. 2 hands full. No.
So you're going with everyone else, obviously, to New Zealand. What else are you going to get up to while you're there? Rachel's going bungee jumping. What are you going to go?
Oh, I have no desire to do anything like that. Kind of depends. I might have a little work to do while I'm there. Just relax and see, because I've been to Christchurch, but I don't think I've ever been to Auckland.
Yeah.
So I want to do a little sightseeing and stuff like that. But I won't be bungee jumping. I'll tell you.
Having a drink or two, enjoying the beach.
Oh, definitely. I'll have a couple pops. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for your time.
Thank you very
so
much.
much.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Cheers. Hi, this is Christopher Judge, and you're listening to the Blossom Girls. Indeed.